Recently, I shared a video online showing how I made over $21,000 profit from one campaign doing email marketing for affiliate offers. And today I want to dive deeper into this topic of email marketing and why it's a major focus for me, especially in 2025 and moving forward. I'm also going to share at the end 5 important things you need to focus on most when you're building your email list. And I also want to thank today's sponsor, Omnisend, for supporting today's video, but I'll talk more about them later. So let's get started with today's video. Okay, welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about email marketing. I'm going to dive a little deeper into the topic than I did in the last video, but you can also watch that video. I'll pop it up now, and it talks about how I was able to build a profitable email marketing campaign, and I'm going to be focusing more on this moving forward. We're going to talk about that today, but I want to talk about why email marketing is extremely important today. We're going to show some stats. We're going to go into my computer now. And let's talk first about some of the stats around email marketing and why this is an important channel, especially for anybody that has an e-commerce business, or if you're selling products yourself that you own online, or even if you're an affiliate marketer. This is a major opportunity to get more traffic from your spend, because we do focus a lot on media buying, but click costs are going up. The amount of competition is going up. And if you're not starting to own your own traffic and building your own systems in the back end, then you're missing out on a major component of how to make money online, okay? So as you can see here, the number of emails sent per day worldwide has been consistently going up, okay? And we are in 2025 right now, and we are at 376 billion emails sent per day. Now, of course, a lot of these emails are probably spam. They never get opened. They're probably buried deep in somebody's social tabs or in their promotional tabs. But this is an important number to notice, that more businesses are focusing on sending emails, and there's a specific reason for that. Now, another interesting statistic is that on average, email drives an ROI of $36 for every dollar spent, according to this study here by litmus.com. And there are other studies online that show this is similar, whether it be $68, $100, $50. All of them are well above the typical ROI you're going to see from just buying an ad and sending it to a landing page and trying to convert through a direct response marketing campaign. So it's very important that we focus on this channel. Okay. Lastly, I wanted to show one more thing here. On average, we as email users are receiving about 80 emails per day, with 49% of these expected to be spam. Now, the other 40 emails, we'll say, are actually emails that we're receiving. And we typically read. I know for myself, every day I check my email every single day, and I'm filtering out the spam, and I'm also reading probably 20 to 40 emails from people or businesses or other things that are helping my business. So I'm always in there, and I'm always catching new headlines and seeing emails that I'm going to open. So that's very good data to look at. So let's just think about this for a second. I've shown that a lot of businesses are sending emails, and the amount of emails being sent is dramatically increasing. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Are people actually opening these emails? And that is one of the biggest challenges for people getting into email marketing, especially, is they focus a lot on things that they think are going to work, but then they come to realize that a lot of their emails aren't getting opened. People are bombarded with emails from AI. People are using AI improperly, trying to build funnels with robotic text. And there's just so many different things happening where a lot of people, they get into email marketing, but they don't see success. And today I want to talk deeper into what I'm doing differently, and it's working for me. I mean, I'm not like the biggest expert, but I can tell you that I am earning profits doing what I'm doing. And I want to show you exactly what I'm doing now. But first, let me talk first about our sponsor today, Omnisend. So Omnisend is an all-in-one e-commerce marketing platform that basically takes all of the busy work off of your plate. And you can build super clean on-brand emails in minutes, and you can set up automated cart recovery flows. So basically you can segment your audience based on actual behavior and even send SMS, all from one single platform. So you can also use it for pop-ups, product reviews, dynamic discounts, and all of those kind of things. And if you don't own a product and you're an affiliate like me, it's still a game changer because you can plug in your own offers, you can set up funnels, and you can personalize based on what your audience is clicking or buying. So it lets you treat your affiliate business like a real brand, not just some one-off campaign. So if you're looking for a good system that's not just a bunch of apps pieced together, then I would recommend checking out Omnisend. They also have a free plan you can try out before committing, and it's definitely worth looking into. Okay, so now let's get back into my video here, and let's talk about what is actually working. So like I said, last video I posted how I'm actually generating profits from email marketing. And in this video right here, I described the actual funnel that I'm using. So let me bring that funnel back up. And today we're going to talk more about the emails and the system in the back end, okay? Basically, once they've committed and put their email in, they go into your marketing system, which in this case, you could use Omnisend. You could have the email sent into your system where you start setting up campaigns and automations. As an affiliate, we now have the ability to not only pay for traffic and get our instant gratification from our sale on the video sales letter, but we can also start running our own back-end systems. And so here is the actual 5-day sequence that I wanted to talk about. So basically, there is a method to the madness when we start trying to get into people's inboxes. So one of the biggest things that people focus on is their open rates. Now, while open rate is important, for me, the most important thing is clicks to the offer and conversions. So if I have a low open rate, it's okay as long as I'm getting a decent amount of clicks. Now, some people will disagree and they'll say, no, the most important thing is open rates. But let's remember, people are getting 80 emails a day. You have to get them to open your email and actually care about what you have to say. So you can't just use generic AI generated headlines. You need to actually use real marketing strategies. Now, if you're looking for marketing strategies, come into the Powerhouse Affiliate portal at powerhouseaffiliate.com. We have a whole list of AI commands and marketing strategies you can use for your emails, for your landing pages, for your ads, all of that stuff. And it's much easier than trying to just guess what to ask AI. So day one is day one is the welcome email here. So as soon as they enter their email, they're getting a welcome email, and that includes the video sales letter link. Because most of the times, they're not going to convert cold on the video sales letter. You're only going to get about a 1% to 2% conversion rate on this video sales letter. So you need to jack that up by collecting the email first and then being able to send them a link to that video, but also now you have the capability of sending them direct to checkout. You can start following up with them on this back-end funnel. At this point, you need to consider that when they entered their email, that's when they were super hot. They are ready to look and research and purchase something in the topic that they're searching for because they're in the research phase. So this is when we're going to start doing a more aggressive email marketing funnel. We're doing a 5-day sequence after the first email is sent. So you can either send the first email on day one, which is the welcome, and then day two, send this message. But typically what I will do is a welcome email, and then maybe an hour or two later, the day one email, okay? And this email is something that is triggering them to want to open the email. So you're trying to get them with curiosity. And so the real reason you're not losing weight, and it's not what you think. Okay, so that is the first email. Now, the content and all of that structure, I'm going to start sharing this more in a new case study that I just created inside. You can see here, I created a case study inside the Powerhouse Affiliate portal. So if you want to access, I'm going to be showing the actual messages, everything, and the psychology behind these messages. So come into Powerhouse Affiliate and check this out because it is actually starting. You're going to see the actual messages being sent to people. You're going to see the actual keywords, the ads, everything, okay? But for this purpose of this video, I'm going to keep it short. So day two, we're going with the 3 biggest weight loss myths. Again, we're using more psychology this time. Still, we're doing curiosity here and why they're holding you back. And we're focusing on that person. They are I guess, the hero in this whole story. They are the ones that are going to make the decision to improve their lifestyle. Day 3 is when we switch it around and we talk about story-based selling. I did recently do a lesson on story-based pages. You can see I did an entire lesson how this story-based landing page dramatically increased my conversion rate to over 12%. And using this same style of writing that I've described in here is what I use in the email 3. Day 3, we're starting to get into a more subtle approach to marketing to these people. And we're using a story-based headline. So it would be how Lisa dropped 22 pounds without starving herself. Something like that. And then we tell the story within that email. And you can either send them to a landing page or you can use the email as the landing page itself. On day 4, we're now moving a little less aggressive and be a little more educational, story-based. So day 4, educational soft pitch. Here's 3 ingredients that support real lasting fat loss. We're building a relationship here. We're trying to keep them on our list. And then finally, day 5, we're going to give them one final attempt at that one offer, and then we're leaving it. We're not going back to that offer, maybe for a month or 2, but we can move into other offers. And so the final call to action is, this helped Lisa take back control. Could it work for you? Or you can use a little more aggressive pitch here and you can say, look, this is your last chance. This deal is going to be gone soon, whatever you want to try here. But I would be split testing these. And all you're going to focus on at first is this 5 email sequence. If you start building out a 30-day sequence before you even get this one working, you're wasting a lot of resources. Try and get this one funnel working. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is they start doing multiple different opt-in pages, multiple different giveaways, and they're never focusing on this first one funnel that truly works and optimizing these 5 messages that people get so that you have a system that works for yourself. So let me give a quick 5-step recap for anybody who wants to get started trying this, okay? So number 1, you're going to build your list through targeted offers. And so the offer is going to be something that you offer to the person for free so that they enter their email. Now, in this case, the freebie is actually the video sales letter. So we're giving people access to a free video. But what also works really well are free guides, free PDFs, free checklists, and cheat sheets, anything niche specific. This doesn't have to be just weight loss. You could even have a free diet plan. All of these things can be freebies you can give to your list, and you're going to have it super targeted to the keywords that you're targeting or whatever audience you're using. If you're using Facebook, then you're going to target people that way, whatever way. This isn't about the traffic source at this point. We're just talking about the opt-in and the offer that you're offering to the people. Next, we're going to start building our email sequence. And this is where you're going to be doing a lot more testing. While you are going to be testing your opt-in pages 50-50 at first, and then maybe 90-10 once you start getting a winning page, you're also going to be testing each and every one of these emails and their headlines. And the reason we're doing that is to try and build out a super efficient funnel. So tools like Omnisend can show you all of that data and all of those statistics on your open rates, your sales, your clicks, and all of that. And then you're going to start optimizing each of these. And you can see that's going to be a lot of work. So if you start going from opt-in page to opt-in page and different types of offers to people and different types of traffic sources, you cannot do that as one person. So if you want to do it as one person, focus on one funnel first. Next, you're going to use AI if you aren't a very good marketer. And really, I would consider myself a good marketer, but at the same time, I'm also using AI because there are just so many ways we can speed up the process here. You can ask AI to write. You can give AI the ads. You can give them the content on your opt-in page. And then you can say, write me a 5 email sequence following this marketing strategy or this marketing framework, whatever it is, whether it be problem, agitate, solution, or other ones. AIDA is another one: attention, interest, desire, and action. And there's many different frameworks you can use, and ask AI to write your sequence for you. Step 4, you're going to track what matters most to you. In my case, Open rates aren't the most important thing. It's the click-through rates and the conversions. Now, others will want to increase their open rates, okay? And because with more opens, you have a more likelihood of getting more clicks. So there are certain things, whether it's up to you really, I guess, to decide what is important to you, but all of that can be measured. Lastly, you're going to automate the right way. Don't just send follow-ups and irrelevant messages because you are trying to get more traffic. Do the five-day sequence, get it optimized, and then consider moving those people to a broadcast list once they've actually gone through your 5 email sequence. You can transfer them to a different campaign inside your marketing system. In this case, if you're using Omnisend, you transfer them to a new campaign, and then you would send out broadcasts to those people, maybe sending them to your blog with more information, building trust, getting traffic to your blog, all of that stuff, or adding more to this sequence, maybe another 5 days. So you're doing 10, 20, 30 days before you move them to a broadcast list. But that's basically up to you to decide on how you want to optimize further. So, all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the content of that video. And if you're ready to make this happen, don't forget to check out Omnisend. There's a link down at the bottom in the description. There is also a QR code that you can scan and you can get access to their system. And if you have any questions, don't forget to post your comments down below or come into the Powerhouse affiliate portal and check out our case studies and more great information on how we are building email lists with affiliate marketing.